It's Let's Go with Muddy Gnomes.
Let's go!
Muddy Gnomes, episode 5, take 79. Marker. Hey everybody, and welcome to episode 5 of Let's Go with Muddy Gnomes.
Let's go!
A little slow, but we'll take it. It's been a couple of weeks since we last talked to you. A lot of fun stuff has happened in our world of cold exposure and general silliness. So we're going to tell you about that today. We have new merch to plug. We're wearing some of it. Check that out, everybody.
Yeah. Look at that, and the
The bucket
right
hat
here.
looks
Right
kind
here?
well, on me looks like a pea on a drum because my head is so large. But trust us, we're going to be telling you about that. Then we have a very special guest
Yes.
who's going to be joining us live from Holland. Yeah,
From Holland, from the island of Texel.
from the island of Texel
Yes, it had.
in the Scrotum Sea.
Yes, that's
Scrotum
right.
Sea? I haven't been there.
Yeah, well, next time I go to Holland, you should join us.
Okay.
Sorry, it just sounded
Yes.
a lot like testicle.
Yeah,
I'll edit that
it kind of
out.
looks like one.
Does it?
Does it?
Well, it's a little island. Well,
Yeah.
not little. It's a medium-sized island.
We're rocking
So,
the
yeah.
table. Stop rocking the table.
Rocking the table. We're just starting this episode 5, and we're already rocking it.
I would also like to point out that we have a special in-guest studio who is currently snoozling under the table.
Oh, yes.
It's,
I think you
Penny the dog.
And I think you mean in-studio guest, not an in-guest studio.
Did I say in-guest
You
studio?
did, in fact.
It's all right.
Roll it around.
And I'd also like to point out where we have a special... And I'd also like to point out we have a special in-studio guest
Yes.
today who is currently snoozling under the table. That's Penny the dog. We'll get a picture of her later. Anything to add, Penny? Very good. Okay, so
Yes.
cold facts.
Cold facts.
Cold facts.
It's been a busy couple of weeks.
Yeah, let's
It has. What do you want to start with?
Let's start with the alarm system repair guy that came by our house.
Okay, so this is Staci and I got a text from Arjan like late one morning last week, and it's a guy we've never seen in an ice bath,
Yeah,
you know, like in an advanced state of undress.
it was amazing.
And the caption says, "Alarm system repair guy came by, took an ice bath."
That is the risk of visiting us.
Yeah.
That is the risk. You could end up in an ice bath.
So how'd that all?
So they had a lot of stuff to do. Apparently, there were 3 of them. They were at our house almost the entire day. And at the end of the day, I was walking the dogs. Penny, one
Hi.
of them. And as I came back to the house, all 3 of them were standing at their trucks. So I said, "All right, guys, you guys ready for an ice bath?" And 2 of them, the 2 younger guys, were going, "No, it's not going to happen." But the more senior guy, he said, "I don't know, maybe." And when you say maybe,
To
That's a
you.
yes.
to me, that's a yes.
That's a yes.
So I said, "All right, let's go." I grabbed him some trunks, a towel. I said, "Let's go." He goes, I said, "No, let's do this." So we walked back to the house. He got changed, and he went in, and he did an amazing job.
Had he ever done it before?
Never.
Wow.
Never, ever.
That's so great.
And I expected his 2 younger colleagues to go, "Oh, if he can do it, we can do it."
Right.
But they would go, no, we're not going in.
No.
So that was pretty. He did a good job. That was just again, like we always say, just saying yes
Right.
is the step to do it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's
And he
hilarious.
did. So yeah, that was really
How long do you stay in?
2-3 minutes, I
Yeah.
think, the regular time.
Perfect.
Yeah, he did great. He did the
Hell,
breathing.
he's still in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, he's still
Hold on a second.
Yeah, but did he sign the waiver?
He did.
Okay,
He
great.
signed a waiver and everything. Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah. He was really spectacular. It's so fun to get people that don't expect to go in an ice bath and
Right.
to get them to go in an ice bath.
Right. When
And
they
then-
say they text their significant other and say, "I did not have this on my bingo card."
Yeah,
today,"
no,
right?
exactly. Yeah, that's right.
So isn't it interesting too that the people that are willing to say yes, like right off the bat, doesn't
Yeah.
it make you kind of want to know, like, what makes this person tick that
Yeah.
they're willing to come over and check an alarm system, right?
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, they are in an
Yeah.
ice bath.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, it's
crazy.
fantastic. It's fantastic. But that shows, if you can say yes to that, you probably say yes to other things as well that might be uncomfortable or maybe not give,
So thanks for fixing my alarm system. Have any of you guys ever tried math?
yes.
No. Well, maybe.
Just say yes.
Yeah. I would just be very interested.
Yeah.
Like, is this just a way that they move through the world, like trying everything?
Yeah, I don't know.
And then the other guys that aren't, are
Right.
they the ones always going, oh no, I'm too afraid to do that?
Right. I think in general that would be the case.
I think so too.
Yeah, it's just a character trait. And sometimes it takes people a little longer to say yes, and that's
Yeah,
okay.
And that's okay too.
I'm not looking at anybody here.
Oh yeah, I'm
Stop
not
looking at me.
anybody.
But once they do, it's just fantastic.
Hey, Penny. How's the ball?
The whole podcast is going to be about Penny,
Well,
right?
you bring a dog in. What do you expect? Hey, sweetie pie, you have your ball?
Especially with this
There he
guy.
goes.
Yeah, exactly. Don't start throwing balls.
Here we go.
Hey, one over there, sweetie pie.
Don't start throwing your balls around, Chris.
Guys.
There it is. By
Yes.
the way, kids, don't do drugs. Thank you.
No,
Don't do drugs.
only do ice baths
The more you know.
under supervision.
Cold fact.
Old facts.
Here is something I discovered earlier this week.
Yes,
10 out of 10 middle school teachers agree
yes.
that ice baths are awesome.
Ah,
Now that's a cold fact.
those
Staci,
are,
how
those
did
are
this-
wonderful statistics.
How did this come about?
Okay, so what happened was Arjan and I were asked if we could donate or would be willing to donate to a charity event that was taking place at the high school.
Right.
So of course we said, what do we say?
Yes!
We're all about saying yes.
All about saying yes. So
Yes.
of course we did. So who ends up donating and winning the auction was the principal at Dock and Brook.
Yeah.
So that led to, the conversations, when can we do this? I think initially they thought it was going to be like a dunk tank.
Right.
Because
Oh,
they kept
right.
saying like, oh, we're going to dunk. And I was like, that's not really what we're doing.
Yeah, right.
But so here's what it is.
Yeah.
The more that I was talking to him and telling him what it is that we do and making sure that everybody that was going to do it, look at our website, watch our Instagram,
Right.
look at what, this is really powerful.
Right.
And so by the time we got there, I think that they were ready to really go, this is going to be a great experience. This
Yeah.
is not us humiliating ourselves or whatever in
Yeah.
front of the kids, which, by the way, I did not know the whole school was going to be
Neither
for
did
this,
I.
And
No,
that they
but
were
that was-
stopping school for this.
That was awesome.
That was amazing.
That was the
It
best
truly
part about the
was.
whole thing.
It was, and also I think it shows that they were willing to embrace something new.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
had already said yes, so
Right.
they were doing it.
Yeah.
But watching them like come together and kind of go, are we really doing this? You could just hear the little chatter. It's like,
Yeah.
you're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Just follow Arjan. Listen to what he's gonna say. You got this.
It really was a great group of
It was.
teachers
I'll throw in some
and kids and
I'll throw in some video for the YouTube version of this, but I rock up to the school. I'm like, where are they? And I had to do a whole lap around, found them, but you're behind the school, back where all the I don't know
where the
what
playgrounds
goes-
is and stuff. Yeah.
And so
Basketball
there's the
hoops.
huge Muddy Gnomes trailer, 2 ice baths set up side by side,
That was great.
and the Muddy Gnomes booby truck. And we're waiting, and out come this parade of 10 middle school educators
Yeah. They were
in
great.
various awesome outfits.
Yeah, capes.
That's right.
With
Yeah.
this one was wearing a cape,
Capes,
and
wetsuits.
their principal, and then the entire school came out.
Yeah.
All the teachers, all the kids.
What were there? About over 100 kids?
Oh,
There had
more.
to be. There
Yeah.
had to be.
And they were so enthusiastic
Yeah.
and so supportive of their teachers,
Yeah.
and they went in 2 by 2, and everybody did it.
Everybody did great.
Including head donks,
Yep,
including
I
people
know.
who you knew had done it before. Joyce had,
Yep.
like you could tell, like she was ready to
Yeah.
to really do it, and
Yeah.
then the people that have never
Never done it
thought
before.
that they would even come close to doing
Right,
it.
exactly. And everybody did about 3 minutes,
Yeah.
which is really, really
It's
great.
super
impressive.
impressive.
Yeah, really impressive. Yes.
Yeah.
So, and I think too that one of the best things was illustrating to the children.
Right.
Yeah.
Like we can be outside of our comfort zone.
Right.
And,
Yeah.
and guess what's going to happen? Our community is going to support us and cheer us on.
Right.
What
Yeah.
a great message.
Yeah,
a
it's
great
wonderful.
school.
Yeah.
I mean,
They
they
were
just hit all the
fantastic.
mark.
What do we say for these amazing people who all got
Good stuff. Yes.
It was really just, I can't
if
say.
anybody wants to see that, the entire video, is the entire video up on Insta, or all the teachers? And
Most of it, they will all be
'Cause,
on by the time this podcast comes
Nick
out.
from
Yes.
Jam was there, and he shot some beautiful video
Yeah,
of
he
everybody
did a great
going
job.
in. Thank you, Nick.
This is the way we
Yeah.
need to do events.
Events.
We
Yeah.
need to have this captive audience. I love when we're in White River and people are just walking by and we just random.
Yeah.
I love that part. But this was a way to
This was really special.
It really was.
really
Yeah.
special.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we will be doing more with events. We will have more stuff up on our website,
Yeah.
and a longer form video will be there to
Yeah.
kind of show what we can do.
That's a great thing for schools. It's such a great thing
Yeah.
to do, and it's it's not a big investment for them, and it has such a big payout
Yes.
in terms of morale and
Bonding,
and
right? Bonding
Yeah,
as a
exactly.
group, doing something,
Yeah,
getting uncomfortable
exactly.
together, and
Yeah.
and overcoming something together. There's so much power in
Yeah.
that over.
Right.
Just doing it individually is great.
Right.
But when
Yeah.
you do it with others, you're
Yeah,
bonded
exactly.
forever.
Which is same for any company, right? A team building, bonding experience.
Yeah.
It's really great to just have us over, and because it's fun to
It's
watch other people go in, and if you go in, then I'll go in, and we can even go in together, like we did,
Oh,
Chris.
you guys are so cute.
That was
It was amazing.
so. All the teachers, the kids were long gone, and the teachers were almost gone. And Arjan looked at me and said, "Shame to waste a perfectly good ice bath."
Yeah.
Clothes off.
So the next thing you know, these guys are naked out of school.
Well, not
We
naked.
weren't.
We weren't naked.
naked.
Well, there was very little left to the imagination.
Imagine more.
Very little being the operative word there.
Yes. Very little.
Very little.
So we managed to sneak in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was great.
You did great, Chris.
Yeah,
you just
you did.
hopped in there like it was no big deal.
I think it was your idea.
Yeah, I think it was your idea too.
I tried
yeah.
to get in earlier.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you really did. You're going out of the way, teachers.
Listen, any excuse. The hardest thing for me is motivating myself to go in by myself at home.
Right.
But if there's an event or whatever. Or,
Yeah.
Okay, but isn't that true of life?
Yeah.
It is hard to motivate by yourself. Like very
Yeah.
few people are self-motivated to do anything,
Yeah, it's true.
right? So when you do that, you're overcoming your own blocks. I mean, you are empowering your life.
Right. And the more you do it in a group or an event setting,
Mm-hmm.
the more likely you are to be able to do it
Exactly.
in a setting
private.
where you don't have that. In a private setting.
Yeah. No, I'm sure you're right. I'm sure
Yeah.
you're right. It was a wonderful, joyous event.
Yeah.
It really exceeded any of my expectations.
Yeah, mine too. Yeah.
It was really amazing.
And it looked like they had a great time as well.
Oh,
And
yeah.
They'll be talking about this for years.
Some
to
of the
come.
kids at the end were coming up, and they were like sticking their arms into
Oh,
the,
yeah,
and
yeah.
picking it. They're like, "Oh,
This is
it's
really
so
cold."
cold."
Yeah, exactly.
Cold facts. So last time we promised you that we were going to give away one of these amazing new Muddy Gnomes hoodies, which
Ah.
they are. I'm not a hoodie guy,
They are fantastic.
and these things are so toasty warm and comfortable that I haven't taken it off since I got it. So
That's
we had a bunch of people who saw the Muddy Gnomes truck and
Yes.
posted it.
Well,
on-
another fun thing, just to interject for 1 second, about the truck, right? The truck, you see it, it's there.
Yeah.
But me driving it, sometimes I forget that
you're driving a truck with naked people on it around.
Yes.
Right.
That it's noticeable. So I drive and I see these people looking. I'm going,
Why are they looking at me?
what the fuck are you looking at? And then I go, oh no,
right.
oh no, it's the Muddy Gnomes truck.
Oh, it's not me.
And it happens more often. Then I'm like,
They're not pointing at
the
me.
hell?
Nice reaction. Fuck you!
Because I forget sometimes. Same with the beard. Sometimes I forget I have a beard, because
Right.
you don't. Yeah, so that's pretty funny. And then I catch myself and go, oh no, it's the Muddy Gnomes truck.
Oh, it's not, yeah.
So
All right.
yeah, so
Okay, cool. So we have very scientifically we have put pieces of paper in a Muddy Gnomes bucket hat.
also new merch. The
Also
bucket
new
hats.
merch. This is nice. And I'm mixing.
Yeah,
mixing
we had
them up.
quite a
So
few,
all the
quite a few
names-
sightings. Yeah.
So all the names went into a hat,
Yeah.
and
Okay,
today
so
we're going to
who's gonna do
make
it?
a drawing.
Staci?
Arjan can.
Arjan?
Yes.
Yeah.
one up.
Okay,
Don't
I'll
look.
do it. Okay.
Get a
who
good
do you,
one, get a
who do you
good
think
one.
it's going to be? Who do you think it's going to be? Okay, let's see. Oh my goodness,
Who?
it's Marco.
Marco.
Marco, say hi. He's a big Muddy Gnomes fan, and he spotted us. I think he spotted us in West Lab and
Yeah.
posted,
That's
Okay.
great.
and that is great. I'm so glad he won. And,
Where's Marco from? He's a
he,
local guy?
Yeah, he's a local guy.
All right.
Yeah, he's
right.
amazing, and I think he'll be very happy with.
Me too.
All
with the
right,
Muddy
Marco,
Gnomes
if
hoodie.
you're hearing this, we've got a hoodie for you.
Yeah, we'll be bringing a hoodie by for you.
So
Mark.
keep
That's awesome.
keep spotting the truck, keep posting it on Instagram,
Yeah.
and we'll find something else to give away.
Yeah.
We'll give away a
And
hat
we-
next time.
and
Yeah, bucket hat.
We'll draw out of a hat for a hat. So in the category of cold facts and weird things that have happened in the past 2 weeks, you guys went off on an adventure without me.
Which is not excusable.
It's not. And-
Really?
And
It's really
I already
not.
told him
Yeah.
that we're doing it
Yeah.
together. I did.
That's fine.
But to be fair, they only had two tanks.
Yeah.
Well, Arjan and I
So-
could have shared one.
Well, you could have.
This is true.
And actually,
This
I
is
thought
true.
I ended
We
up.
could have.
This
Yes.
is funny. You don't even know this happened, but I ended up calling them and I said, so my partner, my friend, he set this up,
Right.
and English is his second language. So I just need to make sure that we're not
Yeah.
in the same tank together. Because as much as I would love to be naked in a tank of 1,000 pounds of Epsom salt with you,
I really don't see the problem.
I know you don't.
So these
I
are
wanted a solo experience.
these are
And if I can't see anything, I will always do the periscope up.
Jesus.
That's what I was afraid of.
These are isolation tanks, right?
Yes.
Big tanks full of highly salinated water. So you float. It's pitch dark. It's utterly silent.
Yes.
What else am I missing?
So you're not missing.
You're
That's the idea of
You're
it.
That is
knackered.
That's the idea.
concept.
Are you knackered?
You can be. I was.
I was for sure.
Yeah.
Because I really wanted. So part of, and I think I mentioned this in maybe, I don't know, cast 2 or 3, that my 60th birthday is coming
That's
up.
right.
That's right.
And I wanted to do something different, and I wanted
Yeah.
to emerge, like have an experience that
Yeah.
I've never done.
Mm-hmm.
Take away all my senses.
You wanted to
And
disconnect and reconnect.
I did.
That's right.
Disconnect and
That's
reconnect.
right.
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
good listening,
Yeah,
Chris.
you really heard
Thank
that.
Good listening. Yeah.
So-
Thank you.
So Arjan, being the awesomeness that he is, calls me one morning and goes, "Hey, you want to go float?" Yes, I do.
That's what we're doing.
Because and I'm like, "Float? What are we talking about?" But of course I said yes, and he set it up. And so the concept is that you are with deprivation. Okay, so that you get comfortable with the deprivation and being uncomfortable with no stimulation, which honestly is very hard for me.
Right.
So that is a challenge. So you go into this water that is just a couple of degrees cooler than your body.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then your body creates this warmth around you. You end up losing the sensation of like where
Of
your
heat or
skin
cold, yeah, right.
begins and ends, and where the water,
Yeah.
it's really weird.
And you really float. It's really cool to just be weightless.
Right.
It
Yes.
just, it was really that part I really liked.
I did too. And you're in there for an hour.
Hey now.
Okay.
Can you
and-
nap out?
They
Yeah.
actually said that, and
Yeah.
I was like,
Okay.
no, I want to be conscious, and then I think I did zone out because
Yeah.
a big gap of time went by. Like I'm like, okay, well, how much longer is an hour?
Right.
Right.
Like how much time have I been?
Yeah.
You know, I could just get out of this and go, look at my phone, and I'm like, no, don't do it. So I'm having this argument with myself,
Right.
and then I was like, no, just breathe, and then I don't remember. Like it was
Yeah.
over pretty quick after that. So I know
Wow.
I zoned out.
It's really cool. I expected it to be slightly more of a psychedelic out of body experience, which it wasn't really, but people say if you do it more often, that can occur.
Right. Okay.
But it was, like Stacy said, the hour went by pretty quickly,
Yeah.
and I don't think I have not moved for an hour ever. And you just lay
Right.
still. You lay completely still.
Right.
Because the slightest movement
Right.
sloshes the water.
Right.
So you're laying absolutely still for an hour, which I don't, even if you lay in bed, you still move.
Mm-hmm.
A lot more than what we did
Yeah.
there. So, and that
So,
was
yeah,
the
it was
other
really
thing.
cool.
Yeah, just like trying to, because yes, it was very disruptive if you tried to move,
Right.
right? Because then you're kind of sloshing about, and then it's like your toes hitting something, and you're like, oh no, I got to find that spot again.
This is going to sound kind of weird, but
Okay,
even swallowing sort of moved the water.
it did.
Wow.
Yeah, it did. Swallowing, and then I could hear, definitely your heartbeat was one of the first things that you
Yeah.
heard. And then I definitely heard like stuff moving in my ears.
Exactly right, because I felt the whole experience was basically like you're meditating for an hour,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
which is great.
yes.
So yeah.
And if anybody needs that, it's us. I mean, really, calm that mind down for just a minute.
If anybody needs to
Right?
calm down, it's us.
So
Hands
it's
up.
true.
Who farted in the tank?
Oh no, I didn't. It was too
Really?
much.
No, but I did have other thoughts of doing other things in the tank because when I get bored, that's what I think about doing.
Okay.
Okay.
But guess what? Salt and abrasion, not good.
Ah, right. Yeah. All right. We're gonna.
Yeah, that's a lot of information we got
moving,
there, Stacey.
moving on.
Yes, it's a lot.
Yeah. Cool. Did I mention?
But it was
there's-
really- it
Did I
really
mention
great.
there's a dog in the room? Hi, Penny.
And what we are thinking now is to see if we can combine an ice bath and a float tank. So maybe we're going to see what happens if you take an ice bath before we go into a float tank and see how that is. And then we're going to see if you go into a float tank and afterwards go in an ice bath and see
Or-
what the different...
Same time. Sensory deprivation ice bath.
Well, that's kind of sensory overload.
I don't know.
So we're
Fine.
gonna
Yeah.
we're
So
gonna
much
find
for
out.
saying yes.
That's just
Chirp,
a good point.
chirp,
That's a
chirp.
good point.
Man, I found salt in all kinds of places. And I got a text.
So it was quite the experience.
And I got
put it that way.
I got a text from Arjan. I have salt in my ears. Yeah. Well,
You have earplugs in, so I don't
I
even know
know.
how they got there.
I don't either.
Yeah, but yeah.
Don't cut that.
So that was really great.
Well, hi, and welcome to The Edit. Now, because we are such consummate professionals as podcasters, we forgot to record the intro to our next segment. So I'm doing that now. We had Arjan's friend Ruud van Holland from Texel in the Netherlands call in live via Zoom to tell us about his nearly 25 years of regular cold exposure in the Atlantic Ocean, or is it the North Sea? Anyway, trust me, it's wet and cold, and here's how that went.
Let's introduce, shall
yes.
we? Because I don't understand a thing you guys are saying.
So this is Ruud. Ruud, this is Stacy,
Hello, Stacy.
Hi.
my partner here in the Muddy Gnomes, and this is Chris,
Hello there.
Hi,
who
Chris.
can also
Hi,
be
Chris.
called a partner by now in the Muddy Gnomes.
Sure
he's
thing.
He's
Sure
a
thing.
convert. So you went to work today, rushed
Yeah.
home,
Rushed home, yes. Yeah.
and after
Put
some...
some other clothes on and then get ready.
Okay, well, you look fantastic.
Thank you.
Did you go into the water today?
No, I didn't.
What?
Not today. No,
Okay.
no, not today. Not today. But my ice bath is waiting for me. So
Okay, so you might
in
go
the
in.
garden.
You
So
might go in
first
later.
things first. First things first is the important thing, and then jump in.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
really good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And so you have an ice bath right there by you,
Yeah, in my
like
garden.
right now?
Mm.
Yeah.
Get your clothes off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Ruud, how did you get started and when with the whole cold exposure scene?
I've been doing this stuff since 2001, and
Wow.
the short story is that we have. I live on an island in the Netherlands, and we have got a little beach house, and it's going on the beach normally in April, and then stands there until mid of September. Then we
Right.
have to take it away there because the storms are coming, and well, we went often to the beach after work, and then I said to my wife, I every day I jump into the ocean again
Right.
because I love it there. And thinking it would last till November because it's getting colder and
Right.
storms are coming. But I got used to the cold, and so I returned every morning, early morning, to the beach to take a jump in it. And now it's 2024 and still
Wow.
doing it.
Wow.
So
That's
yeah.
amazing. And you have gathered a large following that join you now?
Yeah, got a large group on the Instagram. Yes.
But
Yeah.
on the beach as well, right? People come and
Yes,
join you.
yes. I've got a group now. It's there are 25 people now in the group, but
That's great.
normally there are about 10, 12 people gathering because someone has to work or someone has to leave the island, and
Right.
I just see who's there each morning. So
Yeah. That's really great though. That's a big group of people that
yeah,
go in practically
Yeah.
every single day.
That's amazing.
yeah.
And then you I saw you also do some workshops.
Yeah, the workshops. When they ask me to do workshops, I'm very pleased to do it. I think it's nice to learn some other people who want to get used to the cold exposure. Normally, a lot of people are thinking it's too cold. I'm afraid, and when
Right.
someone teaches them to do the right way, it's just great to do so.
So,
Yeah.
so
Just like you.
out of curiosity,
Yeah.
when you say that you're teaching them, like what would be the 3 fundamentals that you're teaching them before they go in for the first time if they're afraid?
First thing I learn the people every time I take someone with me into the ocean is kind of a mindset, and don't be afraid to do so, because a lot of people think it's cold and I can't do it because it's cold, and I often tell them it's only cold when you think it's cold. So
Right.
your mindset's very important.
Mhm.
And second one is always look out for the danger, because a lot of people in COVID time, when the COVID was coming, a lot of people in the Netherlands jumped into the water because they wanted to get a better immune system. And so it's very popular in the Netherlands. But they also jumped into the ocean without knowing the danger of the ocean, of the water, of the current, of the waves. So it's always very important to watch out what dangers there are.
Right.
And yes, the third one is it has to do with also the mindset. You can do so much more than you think you can do.
Mhm.
Right.
That's you can do so much more, and not everybody knows about these things.
Yeah.
That's great.
Exactly. Yeah. And how many people do you have on average in a workshop?
Last time that was February, and it was a great day because there was a lot of ice in the pond where we went.
Right.
There were 22 people.
Wow.
So,
Wow, wonderful.
That's
and
great.
everybody got into the ice, but only 2 great looking guys. They said in front, no, I won't go, I'm afraid.
Oh, really?
But all the women and all the girls and all the boys, they went into it, and
Yeah.
the 2 guys, didn't say no. They were afraid.
Yeah, well, isn't that interesting? Because we are also noticing that in general, women do much better. And like the tough guys, the big muscle guys, for instance,
Yeah.
they don't do as well in general. Exceptions there, of course.
No, you're right. Because of in my group on the beach, there are more women than men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's interesting because a lot of people think that it's a really a tough thing to do, a macho thing to do, but it's actually the exact opposite. It's a
opposite. Yes.
It's a letting go of
It's
fear
fighting through the pain, right? So the initial discomfort. Seriously, we know how to overcome discomfort.
Right, as women.
Yeah.
All right, now Ruud, when I saw you the last time, you were talking about or busy writing a book.
Oh.
Still am.
Still busy with it.
Yeah. A lot of people told me, Van, you've got so much experience. You do this stuff so at this long time. Isn't it time to write a book about your experiences? I said, oh well, I'm not a writer, and but when people continue to ask me, I said, well, maybe it's time to do so. But then I've got the heart attack last year, and said, oh, maybe it's time to do so. So I started, and then I put it away, and then I wrote again, and then I put it away, and so it's still going on, writing and putting it away, and I'm still busy. In my head, I'm still busy, but it's coming. It's coming okay.
It's slowly coming, but that's sometimes that's a good way to do it, to put it away, and then when you come back to it, you see it differently again, and you can keep going, and so I think that's a good way to do it. Well, we'll be watching out for its debut.
Me too.
All right. Well, this was wonderful, Ruud. Thank you so much.
Okay.
It was great. And
any help? Yes.
Yeah, and you should come over here one time. You're
Yeah.
always welcome.
I will. Yes. When I see all the snow at your place, I would love to.
Oh,
Yes.
all right. So let's tentatively say next winter you and your family can come over.
Oh
here,
yeah.
possibly.
Would love to. Love to.
Oh, that's great.
That'd be great. And next time I'm due another visit in Holland, so we'll.
Then you
we'll
come
get
over
together
again to
soon.
the island. Yeah.
For sure. And maybe I'll stay a little longer. Maybe I'll stay a couple of nights or something like that, so we have some
you
time.
can come over here.
Hey,
Stay at
maybe
my
we'll
home.
take the whole Muddy Gnomes crew and
Yeah.
go visit.
Oh well, yeah.
Oh,
We can do that.
You're all welcome.
Yes, there's enough room on the island.
Yeah. Sure.
That's wonderful. All right, Ruud. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. Great to see you.
great to meet you.
Oké.
En we spreken
Thanks.
elkaar snel weer.
Heel leuk. We zien
Oké,
elkaar.
jongen.
Ja. Goed zo.
Hoi.
Hoi.
Bye.
Bye.
That was great. Your friend in Holland. I was just
Yeah.
looking up on Google Maps. I want to see exactly where that island is,
Texel, the island.
so we can
Yeah.
show people how cool
It is.
to live on an island off the coast of
Yeah.
Holland. Huh?
It's a pretty big island too. It's
Is
a
it?
fairly big town. A couple of towns on there, and
You have to get to it by boat, or can you fly?
yeah, by ferry.
Yeah.
You drive to the top of Holland, and then you take a ferry over to the island.
Oh.
So to go visit
Sounds
him,
amazing. Yeah.
it's you can't just drive there. It takes a little,
Yeah.
right? So it takes a little time to.
Yeah.
You got to drive. You got to take the ferry, spend the night, and then the next morning do the ice bath, and then come back. So it's a little involved, but it's
But what
totally
a great
wonderful.
adventure.
It
Yeah.
sounds
You know,
wonderful.
it's
Such a
great.
great, deliberate
great.
way to live. I am going to live
Yeah.
on this island
Yes.
that means X, Y, and
Yeah.
Z
Yeah.
in order
exactly.
to live here. That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us for episode 5. Be sure to check us out on all our socials at Muddy Gnomes on Instagram and TikTok.
Congratulations on Marco for winning
Hey,
the hoodie.
Yeah,
congrats,
way to go.
Marco!
Yeah, Marco.
You
Woo.
got a fleece, a hoodie coming your way.
Yeah.
It's like wearing a cloud,
And we all love it.
and we
Oh,
all love it. And
fantastic.
best place to get this podcast is on YouTube, so you can see our bright, shiny faces. But
Yes.
we're also available at Apple Podcasts and Amazon, and Spotify. Anybody who's using Google for their podcasts, you've probably heard Google is shutting down its podcast directory as of next Monday. So an alternative is YouTube video. There's also YouTube podcasts, or wherever you get your pods, but that's coming to an end. So we will look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks for episode 6. And until then, let's go! Cue the music. Oh, you got 2 cameras on you?
3.
Jesus Christ.
Ego. The ego on this man.
I'm the
Oh,
original
I've got
Muddy
3.
Gnome.
Oh,
I'm gonna have more than one.
oh, I'm the founder.
Stacy, how many cameras do you have?
1.
Yeah, I
No.
too have 1 camera.
You both have 2 cameras,
Oh, please. I'm the original Muddy.
but I can move this so that
No,
you
no,
can be
no.
in there too
OMG.
sometimes.
No.
And you can be in there as well.
I
See, this is the one that goes around. This is
What do you
the
mean?
this is a shared camera. This is for the
It's a shared camera that's
Pretty
pointed
good.
at Arjan.
Right, exactly. That tells us where our shares happen.
Oh, guys.
Okay.
You guys ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah, Muddy Gnomes, episode 5, take 79. Marker.